These solenoid valves for pneumatics are pretty interesting, but what's really interesting is to take one apart and see the parts and pieces inside and understand a little bit better how it works. So let's do that by disassembling, and first we can take off one end, and this is actually the solenoid with the coil inside of it. Now this coil drives a piston, but the piston does not directly drive the valve itself just by the electricity going to the coil. Let's take the end off of it and we'll see another block. And this block that has this blue cap, which is an air exhaust, this part actually allows some of the air from the central air system, called a pilot, to be able to activate the piston as soon as the coil energizes a smaller piston inside of it. So it's like a built-in second stage that means that we don't have to consume quite as much electricity. So this is the pilot stage. Now inside, this is the valve body. And let's take off both sides and we'll see on the back side a spring. Most valves, unless they have two solenoids to be able to push and pull open and closed, they're going to have a normal position, which means that they'll have a spring returning them back to a single location. On the inside of the valve, we have a piece called a spool. This spool, and you can see the O-rings and the gaskets around it, will block the air passages from being able to travel unless it's in the position that we want, allowing air to be able to come in through a pressure inlet and out through an A or a B, and then alternatively the A or the B is being allowed out through the exhaust so that a double acting cylinder can be run. So we have each of these pieces working together: the coil, the air pilot stage, and the spool inside the valve body, that all allow the air to be able to make the transit to open and close the pneumatic cylinders the way we want.